After landing at Punta Cana airport, we waited for our courtesy bus to take us to the Sheraton in Punta Cana. Personally, I think the Sheraton is overpriced. We booked it solely because it's the closest option to the airport, and after a long flight, convenience was key. The cost for one night was more than $200, and for that price you could easily stay at an all-inclusive 5-star beach resort, which you will see later in the vlog.
Good morning from Punta Cana. We arrived yesterday evening here and Leon had a really good flight. He slept 7 hours, we didn't. So at a hotel it was a little bit more difficult to get to sleep than afterwards as well. However, jet lag kicked in, we slept 3 hours and Leon was up. So we said there's no more point to be in bed because he didn't want to. So we said, well, nothing is open, let's hit the gym.
The next morning, we rented a car from Easy Car Rentals. After researching and reading reviews online, I found this company to be reliable. I don't recommend renting a car directly at the Punta Cana airport, as there are numerous negative reviews about scams. People either end up paying for a much more expensive option or are left without a car entirely, which is the last thing you want on holiday. While waiting for our car rental to be delivered to our hotel, we took a walk through Punta Cana village, conveniently located across from the Sheraton Hotel.
Punta Cana in the morning.
From Punta Cana, we drove an hour to Bayahibe. Along the way, we noticed frequent police patrols, so I highly recommend sticking to the speed limit. We also passed through 3 highway tolls, costing a total of 260 Dominican pesos. We stayed at Bahia Principe La Romana Resort in Bayahibe for 3 nights, costing $608 American dollars. The resort features a stunning beach that truly feels like Caribbean paradise, as well as several pools with various activities both in and around them. The all-inclusive buffet has a variety of eating options, so anybody can find something to eat. So this is our stay in Bayahibe for the next 3 nights.
Wow, look at this view. Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Well, this resort is really big and it also has some shops inside. And a really good big place to make a morning stroll. Everything is well organized, taken care of. So yeah, definitely it's worth the price. I would say definitely yes. Sandy beach, palm trees with coconuts falling on your head.
2 piña coladas and you have a perfect vacation in
Caribbean paradise.
Perfect. Cheers. It's a beautiful resort. Palms everywhere. How is it here?
It's perfect, it's awesome, but it's too bad because it's going to be only 3 days. We can extend a little.
What do you like the most?
The beach, the food, also basically people, very kind. Yeah.
Breakfast? Good options?
Again, as I said, the food is awesome. A lot of options, healthy options as well, and delicious options. So that's basically. What's inside?
It's coconut milk and rum.
And how does it taste? It's good?
Super good.
Super strong or not?
Strong. Mama.
Unfortunately, we had to extend our stay by 1 night because Leon came down with a fever. We visited the clinic on site, which charged $250 for a consultation. They suggested sending us to a lab in Punta Cana, but we didn't want to drive over an hour with Leon in the car. We treated the fever with the medicines we had with us and by cooling him down with wet towels. The additional night at the resort cost $287, bringing the total to $895 USD. The next day we drove to Santo Domingo, which was a little over an hour away. Thankfully, Leon was feeling much better. We just arrived in our new apartment in Santo Domingo. How does it look like?
Big.
Big. It's really nice indeed, yeah. Yeah, it is. I think it's quite new. It looks really modern. Small balcony. This is the rooftop of the building we stayed in, and the total cost for the apartment in Santo Domingo was 454 euros. Some prices are in American dollars, some prices are in euros. We paid differently for each stay. But unfortunately I got sick shortly after we arrived. I will explain more about this in another video where I will cover things I wish I had known before traveling to the Dominican Republic. By the way, a big shout out to Victor, who took us to a private clinic where they took good care of me, and he waited the whole day to drive us back to the apartment. Despite this, during our 3 days in Santo Domingo, we managed to explore Zona Colonial for a day. It's the most touristy area, and you can tell by the number of tourists strolling through the streets. To get to Zona Colonial, we used Uber and had a great experience. In other vlogs I have watched about the Dominican Republic, people mention that Uber drivers often renegotiate the price after you book, asking for more than what's shown in the app. However, in our case, the drivers charged exactly what was displayed in the app. We gave them a little extra as a tip, and both times the drivers were very grateful.
So in front of us is a statue of Christos Columbus, and behind me there's the oldest cathedral in America. Full of history and beautiful things inside.
From Santo Domingo, we made our way to Puerto Plata. Driving in the Dominican Republic does have its challenges, but it's not as chaotic as some vlogs make it out to be. You just need to stay alert at all times, as vehicles will overtake you from both the left and the right, and the roads can be quite unpredictable.
Bit of a traffic.
Well, this is still good.
Yes.
It could be worse. When paying highway tolls, be sure to use the far right lane marked Pago Efectivo if you are paying with cash. Otherwise, you will need the Passo Rapido card, which can be purchased at gas stations. On the way, we stopped in a small village called Jarabacoa, known for its cool climate, fresh rivers and lush green landscapes surrounded by pine forests and coffee-growing mountains. One of the popular attractions here is the colorful Jarabacoa sign, a great spot for photos. Local photographers are often there, offering to take pictures or record fun videos on your phone for a small tip of $1 to $2. From there, we made our way to Santo Domingo, a beautiful church perched atop a hill. Since it was a long hour route, we decided to stop for a short break to refresh and explore the site. Santo Domingo is one of the holiest places in the Dominican Republic, home to the Santuario Nuestra, Señora de las Mercedes. According to legend, during a battle with the indigenous Taino people, Christopher Columbus placed a cross on the hilltop next to the church. When the Taino tried to attack it, the Virgin Mary, known as Our Lady of Mercedes and the patron saint of the Dominican Republic, is said to have appeared and frightened them away. We finally arrived at our apartment in Puerto Plata around 7 p.m. after driving for most of the day, starting at 11 a.m. It was a long journey, especially for our little one. So we arrived at Puerto Plata. It was a long ride around, but this apartment is huge. The apartment which Tanya found on booking was spacious and cost €200 for 3 nights.
Arrived at Playa Dorada. It's a security man at the start. Looks really nice.
We initially entered through the main gate where the resorts are located. The area was beautiful, surrounded by golf courses. However, after searching for the beach entrance, we realized it was reserved for resort guests only. So we had to head back to the main road. A few hundred meters down, we found the public entrance. At first glance, the beach looked nice, but upon closer inspection, we noticed a lot of trash scattered in the sand, which was disappointing. It's a shame, because the place could be so much more enjoyable if it were better maintained. During the evening, we went for a stroll in Puerto Plata. The city is beautiful and well organized for tourists, nice coastline, a beautiful amphitheater, and plenty of spots for children to play.
And duo, red t-shirt duo.
So this is the amphitheater in Puerto Plata. And the drone shots from the air ended up being better than I thought.
So just finished the workout here at Optimus Training Center. The daily pass is 200 Dominican pesos, which is about $3. So it's quite cheap. And also the gym is quite new. The equipment also is brand new, you can say that. And yeah, this is my first workout in a gym that's not in a hotel, resort, or wherever we are staying. So yeah, it went great.
On our last day in Puerto Plata, we visited Loma Isabel de Torres. Most people take the cable car to the top, but it was closed for maintenance, so we drove up instead. The road was by far the most challenging we've encountered, full of bumps, steep inclines, and quite dangerous in parts. Despite the rough journey, the view at the top was worth it. There's a beautiful park to explore, and the visit is free.
So this is Loma Isabel de Torres. Huge, very beautiful, but unfortunately it's not stroller friendly. So we will explore just a tiny bit.
After that, we stopped at Macorix House of Rum for a short tour where they shared the history of rum production and highlighted the quality of their rum.
So we just arrived at Macorix House of Rum, and we are waiting for our tour to start, where they will show us how they produce their rum.
Will you taste some rum?
I think maybe one, because I'm driving. You can a little bit more.
I'll do the rest.
The tour costs 450 Dominican pesos per person.
This one has a mix of cinnamon, coconut, and vanilla until 4 years inside of the barrels and 30% of alcohol. And cool rum for baking too, for the famous rum cake, okay? Now, ¿dónde salió? Wait, ¿dónde tú estás llenando? ¿Dónde tú cogiste eso?
After the tour, we were hungry and went in the near restaurant for a few arepas. Later in the evening, we took a walk to Acapulco Beach, the closest beach to our apartment. It's a small beach with a unique Neptune statue standing in the water. From Puerto Plata, we set off toward Las Terrenas. Along the way, we stopped to refuel and decided to take a break at Playa Caleton, which was roughly halfway to our apartment in Las Terrenas. Driving the full 4-hour stretch would have been too much for Leon, so a stop was necessary, and it turned out to be a great decision. Playa Caleton is a true hidden gem with crystal clear water, plenty of natural shade, and soft sand where you can relax and soak up the sun. Our next stop was the Las Terrenas Mar Azul apartment, where we stayed for 6 nights at a cost of 242 euros. On top of that, we paid an additional $7 for electricity. We took a stroll to Playa Las Balenas, the beach closest to our apartment.
No, please. Getting some fresh coconuts. Wow.
And later had a meal at El Alba restaurant. Their arepas were absolutely the best.
So we came to the restaurant El Alba, mainly because I saw they have really good arepas. They are Venezuelan, but I love them. And we had one already in Puerto Plata, and I'm going to try another one.
These are arepas.
Yes.
Bon appetit. So now we received our mains.
Wow.
I have a fish dorade in some sauce with rice. And you
I
have
have pesto and burrata.
burrata. And what do you have? Everything.
The next day we visited Playa Rincon, a unique beach where the Frio River meets the sea.
So we just arrived at Playa Rincon. What's special about it is that it's a combination of the sea and the river coming together. So let's discover what's there.
I thought it would be full of people, to be honest.
Empty all for us.
All the beach for us. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola. So I'm moving to the other side of the beach, where actually the river meets the sea, and Tanya and Leon are coming by feet. So yeah, here you can see more cars and everything. I'll park here and then we will check it out the beach. So this is the river Frio, where it merged with the sea. It merged with the sea about that spot down there. And I will try to do some shots from the air. It's quite windy, but I think I will manage.
Both excursions are available on the river, but we decided not to go. While the beach itself is decent, the amount of litter scattered around takes away from the otherwise beautiful Caribbean vibe.
There's also a small restaurant down there if you want to get something to eat or to drink. There's a bridge. I don't know where it goes, the path on the other side, but there's a Dominican flag.
The next beach we visited was Playa Bonita.
So here is the entry to Playa Bonita.
It's tricky to find.
Tricky, really tricky. We've got windy today.
A stunning and well-maintained spot that's truly a surfer's paradise. It was conveniently located near our apartment, just a 15-minute drive away. The crescent-shaped beach is relatively steep and narrow, with some areas scattered with fallen palm fronds. Despite that, its serene atmosphere and charming hotels make it an inviting and peaceful destination.
Say it again.
Beautiful.
Wow, today the wind is really strong. There's not much sun today, but anyway, this beach, Playa Bonita, still has that vibe, the Caribbean vibe. Anyway, I will try to do some shots from the air and let's see what happens.
Picnic on the beach.
Trying to stay on track with the food.
Buon provecho.
The next day, we visited Playa Punta Popy, a charming beach with great music and a maze of towering palm trees.
So this is
This is Punta Popy
Playa
in
Punta
Las
Popy.
Terrenas.
Its white sandy shores provide ideal wind and wave conditions for kite surfers of all skill levels. On the western side, the calmer waters draw swimmers and paddleboarders, as well as those who gather to enjoy the breathtaking sunsets. The only downside is the proximity to the main road, which brings traffic noise. It seems the music is kept loud to help drown out the sound of passing cars.
So, what did you buy this? What is,
Pan de coco, so coconut bread. It's really good.
did you try?
Yes, try.
Really good indeed.
Never heard about this before, but it's amazing.
While staying in Las Terrenas, I was training at the gym called One Gymnasium Las Terrenas. The gym is old school with really old equipment, but I liked the vibe, and it has a great variation of machines, and also it's quite cheap, costing only 100 Dominican pesos per workout, which is around $1.50 or €1.50. From Las Terrenas, we drove to Punta Cana, saving the most touristy part of the Dominican Republic for the end of our trip. One reason for this was that our flight home departed from Punta Cana airport, so we wanted to be settled nearby for a few days to explore the beaches, the city, and the surrounding areas.
So we just arrived at the last destination in Punta Cana.
This is Riviera
Riviera Beach Resort, I think.
Beach Resort. Wow.
Something like this.
It looks nice. The first impression,
Yes.
it's really good. Look, there's a Slovenian flag. See? The third from the top down. Nice. You saw the balloons. This is the entrance to the bar. And here is the restaurant and the bar in good shade. It's beautiful. Tanya is doing the check-in. So this is our last stop, last apartment in Punta Cana. Leon is already discovering it, and it looks nice. Bon appetit. And it's quite big. It's not modern, but it's perfect for what we need. This is the big bedroom. And here we have the bathroom. We also have a balcony. So big. Look. That's so nice. see it. Oh, here's our car. Perfect.
We arrived at Riviera Apartments, where we stayed for 3 nights at a cost of 197 euros.
So there are plenty of options here. They have breakfast, which we have included for tomorrow morning. So it's quite a lot to choose. And of course the Dominican food. They have so much different choices. Also the traditional Polish food, because one of the owners is Polish. Then vegan variation. Today for dinner, Tanya will have the falafel bowl salad, and I will try the chickpeas with curry and coconut sauce. But then of course you have plenty different options as well, like with chicken, different burgers, drinks, plenty of choices. Well, for today we decided to go with Coco Loco. I think it's one of our favorite cocktails here in the Dominican Republic, with fresh coconut water, cream milk and rum. Especially the rum here is the best. Here is our Coco Loco. So we got our food and it looks delicious.
Okay, after a delicious dinner, we wrapped up the evening with a game of billiard.
Okay, one is in.
White.
White.
On our second day in Punta Cana, we visited Bavaro Beach. This world-famous beach, often grouped under the Punta Cana umbrella, is one of the longest stretches of continuous white sand in the Caribbean, spanning 48 kilometers and surrounded by coral reefs.
So here is the entry to the beach. It's literally like 100 meters from the apartment.
It's also the most developed area in Punta Cana, with beachfront resorts, restaurants and gift shops lining the shore.
So apparently this beach, it has many resorts and it's very limited where you can walk or not without the wristband. So I'm not in a resort and they just asked me to walk like near the sea, and I can't go up there. So I will check this line here.
Most of the beach is walkable, and the calm turquoise waters make it perfect for activities like parasailing, speedboat rides or catamaran sailing. The downside is the sargassum, but the workers here are trying hard to keep the beach clean. The Bavaro beach is a really long beach, so we tried to go to the other part and we had to go with the car to explore also the beach from the other side.
So I just dropped Leon and Tanya at the entrance of the Bavaro beach and I had to leave the car here. It's parking just in front of the entrance and it cost 300 pesos to entry for the 3 of us. So I'm going towards them and I will show you the entry of Bavaro beach. So from here on you can see there is also parking, but here is also only for people who are living here. So the tourists, the visitors, we need to leave the car where I showed you. Shop, eat, drink, have fun. Okay. And here is the entry to the beach. I just need to find Tanya and Leon. They should be here. Quite few shops here on the entrance for the souvenirs. Oh, found them. Hola. So apparently Tanya found a picture, really nice. She fell in love with this one. And let's see the Señor. Точно толкова колко сме прерачунали.
$1, 60 pesos. 45.
Very, very beautiful pictures. This you do this? You right, Joe?
Just the same. Different local people.
It's a beautiful spot with plenty of boats offering various excursions, and the beach itself is kept quite clean.
So the water is fine, and here on this beach there's also less sargassum. But again, resorts up there. But it's nice. Too windy for my taste, but otherwise, other than that, it's nice. So for today's appetizer we ordered the Dominican flag. This is the traditional dish here with rice, stewed vegetables, beans and plantain.
Yes, plantain fried.
Fried plantain. Tanya got the vegan rice, beans, chickpeas curry. Sorry. That one that I had yesterday. Today I had rice with fish fillet with coconut sauce. So many choices. The Dominican cigars, Cuban cigars, Nicaragua cigars. Strong, medium, light, sweet. The Dominican Republic is the home of some of the best cigars in the world and is also the largest cigar producing nation. These cigars vary in flavor and strength. However, Dominican cigars are famous for the approachability of their mild but rich flavor. While in Punta Cana, I was training at So Good Fitness, and you can say that Punta Cana is a touristic destination because also the prices here for the day pass are different at $10 per day. As I mentioned at the start of my vlog, we rented our car from Easy Car Rental and were very satisfied with their service. The car was in excellent condition and they provided us with valuable tips about navigating the roads in the Dominican Republic, which can be quite dangerous. If you're planning a trip to the DR, especially Punta Cana, I highly recommend renting a car from them.
So if you plan to visit the Dominican Republic, especially in Punta Cana, and you're looking for car rental, here is the man from Drive Easy Central, Stanislav. Okay, how can people contact you?
Very easy. If you put my number on the contact, they can without problem text me and ask if they need a car, because we have very different prices depending on how many days you need a car, what kind of car, December, January. We have very nice prices and we always give the best service possible. We're always on the contact. We give you all recommendations needed. And always, if you have any question, you just text me. My number,
I will put it on the screen.
Yes.
Of course, I have his number. I will put it on the screen so you can text him. And I agree completely with what he said. So.
We have a lot of cars from small ones to premium. We have a convertible. We have a Lexus, Mercedes. We have Picantos, small, big, big family, small family, no problem.
Everything you need, he can provide it. So,
okay.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
And that wraps up the vlog. Overall, we had a great experience exploring the Dominican Republic. Of course, there's so much more to see in this beautiful country. These were just the places we visited. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos in the future. Until next time, take care.